How's it going, everybody? Too Spooky here, and today we're going to count down 50 facts about Chevelle. Number 1. The name Chevelle came from the band members' passion for fast cars. They named it after one of their dad's favorite cars, the Chevrolet Chevelle. Number 2. Chevelle was formed in 1995 in Grayslake, Illinois, by brothers Pete, Sam, and Joe Leffler. Number 3. The band's first shows took place in and around Chicago, while bassist Joe Leffler was just 14 years old. Number 4. Before he became a well-known name on Saturday Night Live, comedian Fred Armisen appeared on Chevelle's first album, 1999's Point Number 1. Number 5. Point Number 1 was produced by Nirvana and Pixies producer Steve Albini, who works in Chicago near Chevelle's hometown of Grayslake, Illinois. Number 6. In 2005, bassist Joe Leffler quit the band. At the time, his brothers and bandmates claimed it wasn't the first time he had quit, but this time it was permanent. Joe countered by claiming that his brothers forced him out and that he would be focusing on his family rather than music going forward. Number 7. In 2007, a trailer containing all of Chevelle's equipment was stolen from outside of a hotel in Fort Worth, Texas. The band posted a note on their website asking fans to keep a lookout for gear for sale marked Chevelle. Of the 14 guitars that were stolen, 2 of them were eventually returned. The band also got their PA system and a few amplifiers back, but most of the gear was never found. Number 8. Chevelle's song, Face to the Floor, was inspired by the victims of Bernie Madoff's elaborate Ponzi scheme. The band added, "It's for Kevin Bacon," since the actor was among the people Madoff had swindled. Number 9. Their first record deal was with a company that was backed by Word, a Christian label that represented John Tesh and Amy Grant. Number 10. The members of Chevelle are Christian, but they don't think of their band as a Christian band. Drummer Sam believes part of the reason why people have labeled them as such is because their first album appeared in some Christian bookstores. Number 11. In May 2008, Chevelle bassist Dean Bertnetti injured his left hand very badly, forcing the band to cancel 8 shows with Nickelback and Hoobastank. Number 12. Bertnetti learned to play the bass by playing along with some of his favorite records. The first album he learned to play start to finish was Muse's Absolution. Number 13. An Evening with El Diablo is about meeting a person that you sort of meet randomly. It's about a specific time when Pete met somebody and thought, wow, this person's really cool, and then finds out later that they're exactly the opposite of everything good, and essentially, that they're the devil. Number 14. Anti-Sane is about the hypocrisy and deceit lead singer Pete has encountered in the years before recording the album Venacera. Number 15. Clones touches on the criticism that Chevelle have received from some critics, stating that they are just clones of bands such as progressive metal band Tool. Number 16. Clones almost didn't make the cut on Hats Off to the Bull. Pete thought it sounded too much like it belonged on Point Number 1 and wasn't sure if he wanted that sound on the album. Sam later convinced him to let it make the cut. Number 17. The main concept of Hats Off to the Bull is rooting for the underdog. Number 18. Highland's Apparition was inspired by an alleged haunted house where the band lived for a time. Drummer Sam told the USA publication Menu magazine about it. He said, "Everyone slept in the same bedroom, and we all had similar nightmares. It felt like people were touching them at night while they were sleeping. It was creepy. This woman came to the house. We were looking at her through the window and she was dancing in the front yard. We went out there and she said, 'I grew up here. My dad's buried in the backyard. Are you allowed to bury people in the yard?'" Number 19. Sam has made comments in the past about how it was no secret that Joe hated traveling and did not care much about the workload and pressure of touring, which may have led to him leaving the band in the first place. Number 20. The band has described I Get It as a motivational cry to those who are afraid to chase their dreams. Number 21. Jars is a kind of play on words. It's about saving the environment. It's a joke about saving the environment, and it's about literally taking the earth and putting it into jars to save it for later. It's very tongue-in-cheek. Number 22. Letter from a Thief is about a personal experience for the band when their equipment was stolen in Texas. They recovered just over half of it, including Pete's prized red PSR guitar, which was returned by a man in California to PRS after he learned it was the frontman's. Number 23. One Ocean is about being called to the ocean for some reason, said Pete. Every time I'm on the West Coast, I've enjoyed the Pacific. I had been reading up on the ocean's health. If we keep polluting it constantly, that's going to catch up with us. We can't live without it. It's totally different for us. Number 24. Panic Prone came while Pete was watching television, and one of those Save the Children commercials came on. That song is about making a decision whether you're going to sit on your couch and watch this happen, or if you're going to stand up and do something about it. That song isn't about if you should or shouldn't do it, it's just about, are you going to do it? Is that my problem? Number 25. Piñata is based on the idea of walking through the mall, checking out girls, and being called out for it. Number 26. Roswell's Spell is about Roswell, New Mexico, and a site where a UFO supposedly crashed in 1947. Number 27. Safer Waters is about a misanthrope who strives to distance himself from humanity. Number 28. Send the Pain Below is about taking the hardships in your life and making art out of it. Number 29. Sleep Apnea is based on the joke how when you're on tour, you're always trying to catch up on your sleep. Number 30. Take Out the Gunman addresses the issues of guns and mass shootings. Number 31. The Clincher is about claustrophobia. Number 32. The Damned was inspired by such horror TV shows and movies as The Walking Dead, Rosemary's Baby, and the original Friday the 13th series. Number 33. The Fad addresses the rampant consumerism lead singer Pete saw while the band recorded Venacera in Las Vegas. Number 34. The Red is about being angry at the world and then stepping back to look at your anger. Number 35. The video for The Red was filmed in a Baptist church. Number 36. Vitamin R was inspired by a friend of the brothers who was misdiagnosed with ADHD and developed an addiction to Ritalin. As a result, he would often do crazy and odd things, such as drive around aimlessly for hours, determined to hear a specific song on the radio. Number 37. Well Enough Alone is about when Chevelle bass player Joe left the band. Number 38. Wonder What's Next is about the music industry, more specifically, the problems that go along with it. Number 39. Chevelle has sold over 4 million albums in the United States. Number 40. Their primary musical influences, as stated by the band members, are Helmet, Tool, and The Cure. Number 41. Chevelle has frequently been compared to Tool throughout its career, specifically when the band released its music video for Mia, featuring a claymation doll throughout the video, much like the Tool music video for Sober or Prison Sex. Number 42. Venacera translates to Vine Liquid, in Latin representing the blood Chevelle put into making the album. Number 43. In 2006, Chevelle recorded its fourth studio album titled Venacera. Venacera was released in April 2007, debuting at number 12 on the Billboard 200, and it sold 62,000 copies during its first week of release. Number 44. Each of the original band members were self-taught musicians. Number 45. Chevelle recorded a demo known as The Blue Album, which was released in 1997. Number 46. On October 8, 2002, Chevelle released its second studio album, Wonder What's Next, on Epic Records. Number 47. This Type of Thinking Could Do Us In was recorded in early 2004 and was released September 21, 2004. Number 48. This Type of Thinking debuted at number 8 on the Billboard 200 and was certified gold by the RIAA 6 weeks later. Number 49. The song Vitamin R was released as the first single from the album This Type of Thinking and reached the number 1 position on the mainstream rock chart. And finally, number 50. In an interview with 105.7 The Point on May 23, 2015, the band stated that after their last show on their tour in St. Louis, they would focus on writing new material, and that future work would be moving in a heavier sounding direction. Well, there you have it, everybody. 50 facts on Chevelle. Let me know what your favorite Chevelle song is in the comments down below, and let me know what band you want to learn 50 facts about next. Make sure to subscribe for future videos and leave a like while you're at it. Thanks again, everybody, and I will see you next time.